It's my understanding there have been a lot of drone incursions along our southern border.
The number of incursions was something that was alarming to me as I took command last month. They put the number at thousands.
Over what period of time is that, thousands?
I would say in the probably over a month.
There is a ton of unauthorized drones coming from the Mike side into the U.S. The Pentagon finally came around to admitting that it's a real problem. The cartel doesn't follow the FAA regulations when they decide to do a counter surveillance, right? I mean, they don't care. Now we're seeing UAS, illegal UAS, originating from Mexico, crossing the Rio Grande River, and being at altitudes 3,000 feet above where they should be.
The commander of the Navy came out and said that they're getting 2 to 3 drones on military bases with the Navy alone a week.
They're inexpensive, they're not manpower intensive, and they can do a lot of damage both on the intelligence side and also on the payload side. Right now we can detect them, we can act on them in terms of locations, but we don't have any real mitigation tools at our disposal. It's not authorized for us at this time.
Even when you look at the war in Ukraine, one of the most effective tactics tools that they have right now are cheap drones, $500 drones that they're using to do extensive damage in Russia, in Ukraine. I mean, is that something that our enemies could be using now?
Absolutely, and if you think about it, it's a fairly inexpensive weapon. Almost in terms of what you're describing, what the cartel uses, it's disposable. That drone may be bought for a one-way flight. One-time use and done. Carrying a payload of explosives and or some sort of deadly airborne disease or anything. I mean, that's the problem that we have. We have a little bit of a gap on the detection side, and we have a much bigger gap on actually what the FAA will allow us to mitigate.
Yeah, guys, this is a massive threat, and it's not getting the attention, as you heard in that clip there, where you are hearing them say that they need to have the authorities, they need the policies where they're able to disarm these drones. And it's the surveillance that is taking place, the intelligence collection that's taking place. It is the greatest intelligence collection on a law enforcement anywhere in our entire nation. And not only is the threat of intelligence collection, reconnaissance, but it's also, we have to go back to ISIS. ISIS used drones back in the war against Mosul. They've been using it in Iraq and Syria. They have workshops. And ISIS uses it to put explosives on there. They use it for chemical weapons. And that's the same thing. We know that we have over 400 illegals that have crossed with an ISIS smuggler into the United States. And you have a cooperation with ISIS, the cartels, China, all of our enemies, all of our adversaries, working with operational control. The cartels have operational control on the border. And so this threat of the drones and not having the capabilities or the authorities to be able to protect themselves and to protect the nation from them, it's something that Congress needs to do. There's some Senate legislation, but it's not going anywhere in the Senate. So they need to be able to shoot them down.
Tara, what can Texas specifically do to eliminate the threat? I mean, they're right at the border.
Yeah, and they're the first line of defense, and that's where those drones are coming in. And they were saying that they even hover over their aircraft. You're picking up intelligence. And so we know that you had a Navy commander come out a couple of months ago and said that they are getting 2 to 3 drones a week on our military bases, taking intelligence, surveillance. And they're not authorized. And so we know how lethal they are. And we also know, like in Qatar, guys, in 2022, there were ISIS plots that were thwarted using drones and explosives on events, big stadiums. And so Texas, they need the authorities given to them by the federal government, the state government, to be able to do what they need to be able to protect the state, the border, and the nation from these drones.